Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down.
Good morning, friends. Welcome back. Welcome to day 15, week 3, next level shred. I am in such a great mood right now. I am jacked. I am here at the gym. There's nobody here. I think that will change, but I'm embracing that right now because it has been like hella packed lately. Here to see all the faces, but I am also attempting bench again. Like, what is happening? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm attempting the 110 again. If you watched last week, epic fail. It's okay. We pick ourselves up and we keep trying. You're never going to know if you can get there, and you're never going to get there unless you keep working at it, unless you keep trying. I'm going to try to get on the same bench. Are y'all superstitious when it comes to certain things in the gym? I know there's like so many like reels and TikToks about it, but I am, and I believe in it. Like, I have to use the same bar if I'm doing lat pull downs. I have to use the same rope that I've been using. I have to use the same cable machine. Like, there's 2 cable machines I can do lat pull downs on. No, I have to get on the one I always use. And even if the other one's open, I will wait to get, I know I'm crazy, but I firmly believe in that. Okay, so when I had to go over here and use different weights and stuff that I haven't been using, like, I don't think that all these weights are the same. Okay, y'all can come at me if you want, but those like old rusty crusty metal freaking dumbbells versus like the, what is it, the galvanized ones or whatever, the nicer new ones, they are heavier than the other ones. Like, we probably could put them on a scale, and if you put that old crusty 20-pound on a scale and the new 20-pound, that crusty one's probably like 25. I've seen lots of people say the same thing. They say the same thing, so I'm not the only one out there that thinks this, but I'm telling you guys, no weights, if they're different, they're not created equal. So if you've been working with a particular weight set and you're progressing on that, and then all of a sudden you change things up, you go to a different gym, it's not all the same, I'm telling you. So I cannot wait to get on the same bench, hopefully, and use the same stuff and see how we do. And, you know, if we fail again, we tried. Week 2 is over. We are into week 3, and I am here for it. It is the week of the shark. I'm hoping for the best. To go as beats as possible, and starting off this week today with like so much energy. I'm not feeling like a corpse today. That will probably change, so don't hold me on this, okay? But right now I'm embracing it. Embrace the parts of your journey that are freaking kick-ass, because they're not always kick-ass. So when you have kick-ass embracements, embrace those bitches. I also told the shred group last night in our Zoom about not giving up on yourself. That has been the theme for me lately to portray to you guys, because I see so many people just give up on themselves and then go into a downward spiral into a deep black hole, you know? And if we just keep trying and doing little things to make a difference in our journey, that is winning. I feel like so many of y'all get so overwhelmed with trying to check all the boxes off to be perfect. Let me tell you now, there is no perfect in the journey. It is all about just being a better version of you every day, every week, trying to strive for that. But there is no perfection, guys. So get that out of your head. So if you keep setting yourself up for failure, for wanting to be perfect, you're gonna keep failing. Nobody threw in the towel last week. And what I mean by that is nobody just completely said, F it, I'm not drinking my water, I'm not getting my steps, I'm not logging away in my food, I'm not going to the gym, I'm not prioritizing sleep. Nobody just F'd everything. There might have been bumps in the road where they didn't check off all the boxes, but they still attempted at something. And if you're attempting at something to better yourself each and every day, you are going to better yourself over time. I always say this isn't a quick fix. It's not a race. If you are continuously working on yourself at some way, shape, or fashion, you're going to see results down the road. Always strive to be the best. Always push yourself. You hear me say that? But give yourself some grace as well. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. No, I'm not perfect. Joe Blow's not perfect. If someone's telling you they're perfect, they're blowing smoke up your ass. Keeping it raw and real with you guys. Just show up. Show up in some form for yourself each day and watch the beauty come about over the time. 8 o'clock on the dot. That means we got to get in this gym before this pre wears off. Let's go. Let's go week 3. Week 3 vibes are going to be freaking hella strong. We're going to go in here and we're going to slay this upper body number 1. I'm manifesting it right now. Okay.
Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna let it rain tonight. We're gonna let it rain tonight. We're gonna let it rain just like the sunrise. We're gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes.
Day 15 in the books. We freaking crushed that workout. See, when you go into the gym with the mindset that you're going to slay, you freaking show up and slay. At least you attempt to. You have the good vibes. You got the good juju. We hit that effing 110 today on that bench. Did you see that? Did you see me? Did you see that? Freaking proud. Not full of yourself. Proud of yourself, guys. When you are showing up, when you are getting out of bed, when you don't freaking feel like it, when you're putting on your workout clothes, when you're going to the gym, when you're doing that cardio, when you do that lift and you hit that PR, you are freaking hustling, grinding, and working. Do not ever feel bad about being proud of the hard work that you are doing. If someone says something to you that you are, look at her, she full of herself, you know what? They're not putting the work in. They can't relate. They don't understand the hell that you are going through to get where you are. So you let all that go in one ear and you let it go out the other, because they don't know what the hell they talking about. Feel so freaking proud of myself. Now I know for a lot of people 110 is nothing on bench, but I've mentioned chest is my weakest link, and I've been working really hard to get to certain milestones, and you should not compare yourself ever to anybody else. Everybody is different. Some people can go ham on deadlifts, on back squats, on bench, and some people can't, and some people are better at some things than you are than others, and that is okay. Stay in your own lane, keep pushing, keep grinding, and keep whipping your own ass, because that's all that matters, is that you are going against yourself each and every day, each and every week. Nobody else matters. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's getting your ass out the bed and bringing you to this gym but you. So all you need to worry about is you. Stay in your own lane and whip your own ass, and we did that today. Felt so validated, felt so good after coming off of last week feeling like a weak ass bitch. It was like a struggle bus week, and I really hate for any of you guys to watch it, because I feel like all I did was complain and whine the entire time. But that is the reality of this journey. It is not picture perfect. It is not all sunshine and roses. There's going to be times where it is literally hell. You're struggling. Life is a lifing. And then there's days like today where it is freaking beast mode, and you embrace it, because they don't come every single day. Felt so good on everything else. There was nobody here when I got here. And then every time I go to do back exercises besides pull-ups, there's people everywhere. So I haven't been able to film my lat pull down stuff for you guys, and I know that that's my favorite thing to film, back stuff, because the back always be a poppin' when you are working out. I did try to film the tricep push downs for you guys. I'm really going slow, as you guys can see, slow on those instead of just cranking and swinging a weight. I am really feeling my muscle connection on all exercises that I'm doing right now, and that is just like chef's kiss. I'm here for it. So I'm on cloud 9. As you probably can hear, it is like storming out. I really need to go in Dollar General, but I'm not. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow, but I do need to get gas, because if not, we'll be walking home and getting extra cardio in. Speaking of cardio, we did the Stairmaster on level 7, 20 minutes again. When I get to the 5 minutes remaining mark, I feel like death. I feel, please let me off of this thing, God, this is torture, why? It's so bad, and I know you guys are struggling too, but we're struggling together. We're getting it done, and we put the work in. Finished, crossed off the list. Let's get home after we get gas, and I'm gonna show you my second meal of the day. We finally got the rice cake drama under control. If you watched last week, I got everything tracked and double checked, and everything is on point. I'm excited about all my meals today. I haven't done my lunch in a long time, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. We got a lot of things to do. Awesome freaking day. Let's have this momentum going throughout the week. I love this type of breakfast because it is done. There's like no cooking involved, quick, easy, and no waiting to get this protein and carbs in post-workout. I've got the blueberry cheesecake overnight oats. This is not on my YouTube yet, but it's been on Instagram, and y'all, I've been eating this a million times since I posted it. I'm obsessed with it. And I'm not going to stop with the overnight oats. I have overnight oats on plan next week. A different kind. I'm trying something different just to switch it up for you guys. But this one, if you have not made it yet, it is next level. Then we've got a piece of the Pepperidge Farm swirl bread, the strawberry. I also have the French toast on hand. If you watch my grocery haul, I got these on a killer deal at my local discount salvage store. But the raisin bread is also my favorite too. 100 calories a slice. And then we've got 52 grams of blueberries. And then we're doing a protein coffee with the Premier Protein this week. I have the same exact breakfast on repeat for Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, all training days. 30 grams of protein. I like the cinnamon roll one in my iced coffee with a ton of cinnamon. Cinnamon is a must. For the total macros popping up, and over 60 grams of protein for this right here. Lots of carbs too to refill any glycogen energy lost. And I am going to refill my HYDROJUG. I've already downed this one because of #cardio. So I'll put another like stick of some sort in there. And then I did get some Redmond's Electrolytes. So we'll be doing that for a third. I'm doing 3 waters now instead of just 2. It is 1:30. It is lunchtime. I've got little Scrappy, AKA the vacuum, going. I've been picking up. Y'all, I've mentioned this a million times before, but the just dumping of ish by Waylon and Hubs. Trey is the most cleanest OCD one here, all right? With the autism, I'm here for it, Trey. Here for picking up after. He will not leave his shoes out of place. They've got to be in a particular spot. They're lined up. All his stuff when he gets home goes in his room. I mean, I didn't even have to teach the boy anything. He just does it. Waylon, however, I got my hands full. It takes all day just to pick up after that boy. Like, we working on him. I've been on his ASS pretty hard here lately, but it doesn't seem to be registering. #8-year-old boy. Lunch, let's get back on track. We've got my burger bowl on plan all week. I'm excited, I haven't had it in a long time. I have that here on my YouTube channel. I'll link it down below. So I'm going the easy route. This is the way the recipe is too. You can do homemade fries if you want, if you're anti this. But I've got the Ore-Ida, this big ass thing from Sam's Club, the golden fries. They are 90 calories for 3 ounces. We've got 4 ounces weighed up, which is 120 calories, as you guys can see. It's not that much. I'm gonna put them in the air fryer. I already prepped my ground meat. My recipe and my tracker is gonna be a little bit higher calorie than the recipe because instead of 96% ground meat, I'm using 93, just because I needed a little bit of extra fats where I'm at right now. It is cheaper to get the 93% for sure. So that's what we're rolling with. So let me get these in the air fryer, get them nice and crispy, keep on picking up after boys. There you have it, burger and fry bowl. For the macros popping up, I mean, in this bowl, we're under 500 calories and over 40 grams of protein. If you're using 96% ground beef, you're at 400 calories and even higher protein. I mean, don't tell me you can't be eating good when you are in a calorie deficit. Also, I've had a lot of questions about weighing raw, pasta, meats, all the things. So what I did to prep my meat is I weighed out 4 servings of 93% ground beef. I seasoned it, I cooked it, I drained it, and then I weighed it in this container, cooked, and then divided it by the 4 servings so I knew how much a cooked serving would be. And if it looks a little like red in some spots, I didn't want to kill the meat because I am microwaving it all week long, so that way it's not hella dry. So that's a little tip there. But I get a lot of questions about weighing raw versus cooked and how to, you know, calculate the things. I know it can get confusing. Don't overcomplicate it though, and you can prep your stuff ahead of time throughout the week. Just figure out what your serving size is, cooked versus raw, and then you can add it in your tracker and add whatever sides to it. Just finished my burger bowl, delicious. We've got our third hydro jug going on, and I did go ahead and get some electrolytes. I got the Redmonds, is my favorite. Y'all have had so many of you guys reach out to me about my code that I used to have with Redmonds. They switched affiliate platforms and I never did switch over and get all that straight, so I don't have a code with them currently. I bought this off of Amazon myself. You can buy it off the website. I'll try to get it back established at some point. It's just a headache, that new thing they got going on. But this is my favorite, the pina colada and the watermelon lime. You guys know I haven't had it in a while. I started it yesterday. Maybe that's why I'm feeling fire today. I also take, let me grab them. Beep, beep, beep. Let me grab what else I take at night by Redmonds. I take the Muscle Recovery Electrolyte capsules. I've been taking these forever, so this has not stopped. They also have BCAAs in them, if you believe it all. I just like them for the electrolyte aspect, and they have added magnesium and turmeric and all that good jazz. With my added magnesium and turmeric, my nightly cocktail, I take this on top of it. It just helps relax me, go to sleep. I do think it helps, maybe not so much with muscle recovery, but it helps with a lot of things. So I take that in addition to that now. So I'm not afraid of having a double dose of electrolytes is what I'm saying. I also have my Pepsi Zero Sugar Wild Cherry while I can, because we're almost out and I probably won't be able to find them. So there's one damn thing for sure. We are not dehydrated around here. We are not dehydrated with all this freaking liquid we're getting in. So there's one thing going for me. Saint absolutely hates the robot vacuum. Especially, y'all see how it like knocks his bowl over? I have to put his water bowl up here because it like hates his feeding station, and he hates it too. He like watches it and he's probably like cursing it out. But he goes in his cage, he sulks, but right now, he's telling me, he keeps giving me side eye like,
why is this thing on, and why are you not filling up my bowl and getting my stuff ready?
I feel you, Saint, I feel you. Tonight's dinner, we made Elise Ellis's meatball sliders. This is from her February 2024 recipe drop, monthly drop, whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean. If you're a part of her recipe subscription, you know, if you want to just buy the printable download February 2024, it's a new one. But y'all, it looks so good. I cannot wait to try it. Now they're a little high calorie for a meatball, but these meatballs are massive. And look, I have like a meatball and a half on there, so I'm not mad about it. And then we've got 7 ounces of just red potatoes. I diced up, put some Kinders on, air fried them with some G-Hoo's ketchup for the macros popping up. So a slider essentially fries for under 500 calories in a cut. Here for it. My plate is in the sink if you can see it. Review on the sliders. They are freaking awesome. If you have not tried them yet, give them a try. The meatballs themselves, like just cook the meatballs the way that she says and toss it with some pasta if you don't want to do sliders, because the meatballs were so freaking moist and juicy. I know a lot of you guys hate that word moist, but when it comes to beef and chicken and it dry to Sahara, it's not a good time, right? So when they are like juicy and like, oh, so good, they were on point, all right? Highly recommend those. I have some other Elise sliders on plan for like the end of May. Yes, I have things in my tracker almost until June 1st. I am that crazy. I like to be prepared. I like to know what's happening like a month ahead as far as food is concerned and grocery shopping and all the things. What happens is I see things on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever, Pinterest. I'm like, ooh, that looks good. And instead of me forgetting about it and it going into like an abyss, which is my brain, I just go ahead and put it on plan and said, hey, we're gonna have that. And then I get surprised, you know, 3 weeks ahead when we're like, oh, I forgot about that. I know, I'm crazy. Dessert tonight is nothing new. I don't know if I've showed it to you guys in a while though. It is some Good Culture cottage cheese. And then we've got not even a serving, we've got half of a serving of the peach halves in there, which still is a good serving. It's almost like an entire big peach half. crazy. We've got 75 grams of raspberries, 50 grams of blueberries, shred brain, and blueberries, and we've got a buttload of cinnamon, and I'm gonna put a buttload more on top. I mean, you cannot have enough of that. For under 250 calories and 25 grams of protein, 7 grams of fiber. So let me flip you around. Let's talk about fiber for a minute. Been getting a lot of questions as far as like how to help with going to the bathroom, digestion. I mentioned the nightly cocktail all the time, the magnesium, the turmeric. I mentioned the Redmond's Relights as well. But you guys need to be incorporating whole food, fibrous foods in your diet. I'm not talking about like the high fiber Olay wraps and all that crap. I'm talking about, I'm not saying that's bad, not saying you can't have it, but what I'm saying is if y'all are struggling with going to the bathroom, tummy hurting, bloating, all the things, and you know you're not eating any real whole foods with fiber, fruit and veggies, guys. Like if you, 7 grams of fiber in this bowl just from the fruit in here is crazy, and you can add that to every meal and you can get to your fiber goal really quick.
No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night.
Good morning, happy Tuesday, happy day 16, next level shred. Cannot believe we are almost in the 20s. I mean, we got a long way to go, but I'm here for it. We are making progress. We are going right along. I feel like I left you guys hanging last night. Like I showed you dessert and it was like, that's it. I went and took a nice long bath, shaved my legs, you know, did all the things that we normally don't have the time to do because hashtag mommin' and lifin'. I just took about 40 minutes, watched me some Shane Dawson podcast, the new one with Spencer dating. If you know, you know. I didn't finish it though because they're long, and I had to get my ass in the bed, you know. So we got great sleep last night. Like I knew this was gonna be a fire week. I knew that this week was gonna be awesome. I'm just feeling so much better. Like last week felt like a Mack truck just ran over me and reversed it and ran over me again and reversed it and again over and over and over. That's how I felt last week, and it was struggle bus city. But this week we are going in with the positive mindset. It's just been feeling good. Now granted, it is only Tuesday, so slow your roll, girl. We are in here for leg day though. Leg day. Like the leg day struggles have been real. We've got back squats on the agenda, not going as heavy as I have been. It's the week where I get kind of scale it back a little bit as well. Also, I talked to my girl Renee. We had discussed about being in a calorie deficit, and instead of maybe like going for those PRs right now, the goal might be to scale back the weight just a little bit and really push ourselves with getting as many reps as possible at a lower weight, and kind of like have that be the goal and kind of whip our own ass in that aspect versus like cranking out the heavy weight on back squats and deads. And I think that's a great idea, and I'm definitely going to incorporate that probably next week or the week after, where I'm supposed to go like super heavy. Instead, I might just stick with the heaviest weight that I've done and try to go with as many reps as possible and try to beat the rep game until we get back to maintenance, get back to our build, and then we can really start shooting for those big numbers, because that's always the goal. Not ego lifting, but pushing ourselves and knowing that we're stronger than we think we are, and not just staying in that comfort zone and just being there forever is not going to get you any growth for sure. My battery's about to die. It is 8:02. Let's get in this gym and let's slay and kill and dust these legs.
Just like the sunrise, you know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up, babe. Tonight we gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up.
few things. I am whipped and dusted. I'm starving. We're about to go in the Walmart market to go pick up a couple of things starving. That doesn't sound like a good combo. Let's talk about week 3. I'm like, what day are we on? What week are we on? Oh, day 16, week 3, our first leg day of this week. It's been an awesome week. Y'all saw the vibes earlier. Vibes were awesome in there, but my strength is just not there, and it's gonna keep going down a little bit as we progress in this cut. It's expected. It's okay. And I was doing back squats, and the entire time I was doing my like warm-up sets, my working sets, I was really trying to slow down the tempo, sit deep in my squat, get that stretch, and then come up. And I did that, and we got to my AMRAP set, and I was just gassed. I was so freaking tired. It felt like 1,000 million pounds, and I've done heavier weight at more reps. The last time I did 150 pounds, I did 5 reps. Y'all saw I only did 3 reps. I could have probably cranked out some more, but again, I don't want to hurt myself while I'm in this cut for sure. And I'm just trying to like go through the motions, if that makes sense. But my goal is, like I told y'all, to focus on just some moderate weight, maybe some lightweight, moderate weight, and go as best form deep in my squat, get as many reps and whip my own ass as far as reps go, instead of like just trying to get a 1 rep max right now. It's just not the season for it, I feel, especially after the past couple weeks and how we've performed on my compound lifts. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We'll see about deads. I haven't decided yet as far as what's on my schedule and what I'm gonna do this week. I'm probably gonna be doing the same thing with that. Definitely not going to like the 245, 250 mark where I'm trying to strive as far as my 1 rep max, but just go as many reps as possible, just build up the strength and get the form down as best as possible on those compound movements. And when we get more food and more fuel, then we can really push to hit those 1 rep max. That's my goal. However, y'all, those cable glute RDLs, I have to give credit to my girl Sheila. She's here on YouTube. I'm gonna link her channel down below. She's amazing, bodybuilder, freaking awesome, kick-ass. I love her so much. And she has been doing those glute cable RDLs, and they are fire for your ass. So if you're not feeling your RDLs with dumbbells, if you're not feeling with a bar, I have a lot of people in my program that has messaged me that they're just not feeling it, whatever variation, and you need some time under tension, really go slow like you guys saw me do. Whoa, like I am so happy I did those today. Instead of doing the hyperextensions, I took the hyperextensions out, replacing it with that because I really want to stretch the hammies, really stretch the glutes. Today is a glute focused day, as you guys saw, and those felt so good. Still doing the glute bridges on the Lion hamstring curl machine. Whew, it was a hard workout, killer workout. We got it done, and now let's get to all the things that we're supposed to do. So I gotta pick up a couple of things out. I gotta pick up a couple of things at Walmart. Y'all watch me, or do you watch other people on social media and they make things and you're like, damn, that looks good, and you're like, I gotta go get the ingredients for that shit like right now because I need that in my life right now. I had a lot of you guys say that about the crack burgers last week, and again, if you haven't made those, go make those. Those are freaking delicious. But I saw someone on Instagram make a prosciutto like egg in a whole like toast situation, sourdough situation, and I'm having that tomorrow on my rest day because that looks freaking fire. But I don't have any prosciutto. I haven't bought prosciutto since my keto days, but we want to get us some damn prosciutto. We're making us some prosciutto toast. That's on the agenda. And I'm out of, surprise, I'm out of fruit and shit because we're eating it like crazy. Need that fiber, get that fruit and veggie in. So we're gonna go pick up those things and get our ass to the house and eat because I am next level starving. So where are y'all parking? Are y'all princess parking? Y'all should not be princess parking ever. Look where I'm parking. This is the back of the parking lot. And look, there's this extra back where probably the employees park. That's where your girl is parking. She parking right here, way the hell back here. And we are going to walk our happy ass in Walmart. No princess parking for us. Have y'all found the Dr. Pepper Creamy Coconut in Zero and tried it yet? Let me know. They don't have it in Zero, just full sugar here, but I'm on the hunt. So that's gonna do it midweek. I'm trying not to pick anything else up. For someone that was hangry, I think I did pretty damn good. $16 for like 5 things. What is my life? These are the days when meal prep comes in clutch and why it's so important, because it's 11:15. We ended our workout at 10. So it's almost an hour and 15 minutes after we worked out and we haven't gotten any protein or carbs in our system. Got to get it in. So instead of me taking another 30 minutes or an hour to cook, we've got our ish already done. So we're doing the blueberry cheesecake overnight oats again. I'm doing the French toast swirl bread today instead of the strawberry. I'm switching up between the two. They have the same exact macros. 100 grams of blueberries and then our protein coffee to fuel up now. I need it. I'm starving. We were sitting in traffic for like 15 minutes, still doing all the construction by me. First world problem. Your daily reminder, your reminder right now. If you have not hit your water goal, if you have not been drinking your water, drink your freaking water right now. Go chug some water. This is my third one. I filled it up to the very top. And yes, I did put the electrolytes in there, but we have been doing 3 a day. It can be done. So many of you guys tell me you struggle with the water game. It confuses me because to be honest with you, getting the water in out of all the requirements on a daily, to me, is the easiest thing you can do. Chug that water. Dinner tonight, we are making my taco spaghetti bake. I've got my water already starting to warm up, salted, my ingredients out except for my cheese. And we gotta get this done early. It's 3:35 because we got a baseball game at 6 p.m. Baseball like taco spaghetti bake. If you haven't tried it, super easy, delicious, macro friendly. Come on, Waylon, run! Good morning, friends. Happy Thursday. Happy day 18, next level shred. Let's just talk about the feels today. Yesterday was a rest day. I didn't feel like death for the first time on my rest day. So there's a positive. I felt really good. I've been feeling really great this week as far as energy, not feeling super fatigued. I'm not getting fatigued until about when the boys get off the bus about 3. As soon as they get home, I'm like, 3 o'clock, and I start feeling it. I'm ready for dinner, ready to like go to bed. I've been ready to go to bed, like next level could like fall over, topple over around 8 o'clock. And that's not like me, but I'd rather feel the fatigueness towards the end of the day at nighttime when you're supposed to start settle down and get your ass in a bed versus like when my eyes open all day long, having the little tiny weights we talked about last week on my eyeballs has not been there. So I will take it. Thank you, Jesus. Been really in a good mood, and I am here at the gym for shoulders. I'm not super motivated to come here. So let's talk about motivation for a second. I'm here, obviously. I'm disciplined. I saw a thing on Instagram. Let me pull it up for you guys. It says, I can't stay motivated to exercise. Are you motivated to brush your teeth? Use a seatbelt? Pick up the kids from school? Probably not. You do it because it needs to be done. Exercise should be no different. And preach to the rooftops, scream it. Oh Lord, look behind us. Can y'all see? We got Popo behind us. They pulled somebody over. Are they searching a car? Ooh, look at the tea up in the gym parking lot. Keep you guys informed and see what happens behind me. But let's get back to task. Squirrel. Motivation isn't always going to be there, guys. It's not always going to be there. You have to tap into that discipline. I don't want to brush my teeth. Look, I know I need to brush who likes brushing their teeth? Who's like, oh, I can't wait to brush my teeth? Nobody freaking likes to brush your teeth, but we do it every day, right? Because we know it needs to be done. We don't necessarily want to get in the pickup line and sit there for however long and pick up our kids if we have to, but we do it because we know it needs to be done. Exercise should be the same thing in your daily regimen. Like, you might not want to do it, but you know it's a non-negotiable. You know it needs to be done. So you drive your ass there and you go and you put the work in, and you feel a million times better once you leave after it's done. Motivation, you can't rely on it, guys. Quit trying to like manifest some pool of motivation that isn't always going to be there. Tap into that discipline and have that daily routine, and you're going to see yourself showing up, getting it done, and seeing the end results from doing it. So I had to talk about that because I'm getting a lot of people like message me about motivation and like, how do you stay motivated and how can I be better? You can't, honestly. Like, there's lots of things you can do to help spruce up and go to the gym and get motivated, but there's not just going to be like some endless amount of motivation for you. I hate to burst your bubble with that. So apparently they pulled this car over. Just update you guys on the tea. They pulled this car over, and I guess they're giving them a ticket. I don't know, but like, how did they pull them all the way over here? Because we're a little bit off of the main highway. I don't know, but he's like giving them a little talk. Anyway, I'm like all over the place. I'm like, me being nosy as all hell. Look at me being nosy as all hell. Like I always say, nobody's looking at you in the gym, and we're not in the gym. But look, if I see something sus going on out and about, I'm gonna be people watching, all right? No shame in my game. Also had a wardrobe change today. So first off, it went from being 40. Remember I told you guys I had to wear a jacket the other day because it was 40 and I was freezing my ass off. And now I'm like humid, the house, sweat beat down. It is gonna be like 90 like all next week. What is happening? We went from 40 to 90 in a week. Mother Nature, please, I need some explanation. The jacket stayed at home. Like we didn't need the thick thighs, save lives, or whatever it was, thick and tired. We didn't need that today. And then as far as the leggings, these are the ones I got from Shein, and I haven't worn them since I bought them the first time. Oh Lord, like the amount of fabric on these that is so loose since I wore them the first time is crazy. So again, with the scale, you can't put the scale on a pedestal, and it can't be the only piece of data you're looking at, guys. I tried on a ton of clothes yesterday and decluttered a little bit of my closet, and I was feeling myself first off trying on clothes. I'm like, damn, like I'm feeling fire as far as like how I'm looking and everything. But there was also a couple of pieces I was like, donation, because the ass ain't fitting in that no more. And I'm happy about that. I was not mad about it at all. I was like, donate? Yes, let's get this booty up popping even more. The scale, we use it for data, but it can't be everything that we use. All right, I got to get in this gym. It is 8:05, and I feel like I've been like sporadic bipolar ADHD talking to you guys and continuously looking at the cops behind me. So let me get in there before they start looking at me and thinking that I'm doing sus. Let's get in here. Shoulders, baby. Boulder shoulder.
Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
Day 18, complete shoulder days done. Oh my goodness, you saw that we went to the gas station and we got a Core Power protein shake. Y'all saw I packed my ish this morning, right? I packed my post-workout meal, my breakfast that I showed you guys on Monday. It's a great breakfast to have, especially if you are, you know, mobile and you're moving around a lot. So I'm doing my grocery pickup in today. I'm actually going in. Y'all see Aldi behind me. I have not been to Aldi in like a month. If you watch the grocery hauls, finally getting my ass in there. I really wanted to just go home, but we're here and we got to go pick up a Target order. And I wanted to have my Premier protein shake in my bag. Y'all saw I packed my coffee and my HYDROJUG little tumbler thing. I totally forgot my Premier proteins. So I was like, oh, let's go to the gas station. They usually have Premier proteins. They had none. All they had was the Core Power, which I'm not a huge fan of because it's 170 calories and 26 grams of protein. The other ones are like 150 or 160, 30 grams of protein. I know, not a big difference, but I like those better. And y'all, this was $4.75. $4. What right now? Why is that $4.75? These times with these prices are just absolutely cray, and I am not here for it. However, I'm here for today's workout was beast mode. We are still pumping the 35s for shoulder press as long as I can. I am attempting those and I'm feeling good with them. Actually, I'm feeling really good with my form, getting them a little bit deeper each time, and that's the goal as we progress on this shred. Went up on the lateral raise machine with the plate and all. That was killer today, and just felt overall really good with everything. When I was doing my video at the end, I said on Instagram, the cut is starting to cut. I can definitely see things starting to get more defined, not feeling as puffy as I was before, which I told you guys I was totally happy with my physique before, but I just know as we keep going, it's gonna be more and more tighter as far as definition and the muscle that we've built as we keep going on. That's the entire point of the phase in the cycle. And I remember I said this is kind of like a reset for me, get to a certain point and we go back to maintenance and do our build come October. That is the plan, Stan. When we were in the gym, let's just talk a little bit, because I get a lot of people in the program complain about their gyms, just like things that are gym, you know, pet peeves to them, things that are happening in the gym. I talk to you guys all the time about it. So today, the ADHD guy, which he's really nice. He's a really nice guy, but he has zero gym etiquette. Like, I really want to sit down with him and be like, dude, you're really nice, but your gym etiquette is trash. Can we please work on it? Can I give you a list so you can go home and study, and then that way you can come back tomorrow and it'd be much better? You know, I'm not. See, he takes all the dumbbells and he places them all around the gym when he does his all around the gym circuit. And I was doing front raises, and you know what makes me kind of irritated is that he saw me using the 7.5 pound. I put my dumbbells back in between each set. I don't keep them all lined up by me even though I'm using them. I put them back on the rack in case someone else needs to use them while I'm doing a different weight or a different whatever. So that way I'm not hogging everything. Not him. So he had the 7.5 dumbbells. That's my last lightweight to do with front raises, and he just had them over there by the bench and he was doing all kinds of other shit and not using them, and I went straight over there and grabbed them, did my set, and then put them back over there. He didn't say anything. And then I went to go do pull-ups, and there is a group of high school guys that I told you about the other day that are in there, and again, I don't know if they're judgmental or not. I just get that vibe from them, and they are occupying all kinds of crap in the like powerlifting area, which is fine. I wasn't over there, but the other day when I was doing back squats or deadlifts, they were legit sitting on the like whatever plates you call them, not the like metal plates, but the other ones. There's a rack, and they had a couple of the guys sitting on the thing, and they saw me trying to use them and didn't even move, didn't even flinch. I'm like, how freaking rude. That pissed me off. And then I went to go to get the chalk because I forgot I have my own little chalk bag I've been bringing because it's ratchet and they don't always have chalk in the gym, and I like to use it when I'm doing my pull-ups. And they were doing back squats and stuff over there. There's like 10 of them, and the chalk's in between them. So I walked, they weren't even moving. Like, they knew I was trying to get somewhere, but they just all were like doing this kind of vibe. And I was like, I'm getting my effing chalk, boys. Like, keep doing what you're doing, but I need some chalk. Y'all all up in my way. Peace out. And I went to go do my pull-ups, but don't be scared is what I'm trying to say. Like, again, I say this all the time. You pay your gym dues just like anybody else. Nobody owns that gym except for the freaking owner, okay? So you can do what you need to do to get your shit done just like everybody else. Be afraid to tell somebody something too. Like, if the guy would have said something to me about the 7.5 pound dumbbells, we would have had a discussion about it, but he didn't, and he didn't care, and it's fine. I don't want you guys not to do your sets, to be afraid to go into a particular area of the gym because some people are hogging equipment or giving some type of vibe. That's just what I want to say, is that you pay your dues just like everybody else. But other than that, we had a fire session at the gym, but I had to bring up those kind of things because I know it's stuff that you guys experience and go through all the time, especially beginners. I want you guys to feel comfortable going in the gym and know that it happens to everybody. It's not just an exclusive thing to you at the gym. So y'all want to see what I've been doing? Y'all want to see what I've been doing? Say hi! I've been getting a bathie because I smell like booty. Yeah! Yeah, he smells so... Like, how does an inside dog get so dirty? Saint, explain to everybody how you get so dirty.
Oh, Mom, because I go out in the grass, and I go roll around in the dirt, and find places where other dogs have peed and pooed, and I roll around in that. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, you need to stop all that. You need to stop all that because you smell like booty. But we got you fixed up. We got you clean. He likes taking a bath, y'all. So I'm going to dry his booty off, and then he's going to be acting cray. Do y'all's dogs act cray after they take a bath? He like runs around and acts all wild. Why are you acting all crazy? Why are you acting like mommy just tortured you, huh? Why are you acting? There he goes. I was like, what is he doing? Like, usually he acts all like sporadic. Dinner for Thursday night is the leftovers of the meatball sliders. You can put them in the air fryer and get them crispy. I just microwaved mine tonight. And we did 8 ounces of red potatoes, weighed raw, air fried those. G-Hughes ketchup on repeat from Monday. Run, buddy, run! Good morning, friends. Happy Friday. Happy day 19. We are almost to the 20s. Day 19. Next level shred. I left you guys hanging again yesterday. I don't know what my life is. It's busy. It's busy, as you guys can see. We went to Waylon's baseball game and was away. Had a great game. We had our protein barbell. We came home and we showered and went to bed. That's what we did. This morning we are here for legs. My legs are still screaming at me from Tuesday's leg day, and I was so traumatized by yesterday's cardio session. I didn't even speak of it yesterday with you guys. Instead, I was honing in on bashing the people in here that were pet peeving me. But I did the Stairmaster for the first time for 2 times in a row. I've only been doing it on Mondays. I did it yesterday instead of doing incline walking, and legit almost thought I was going to die. It's not the stepping. It's not the actual movement for me. Y'all know I talk about all the time how freaking hot it is in this gym already. There is no circulation, vent, or anything by the cardio equipment. There's no breeze. So it is like sauna. So if you're wanting the sauna and cardio experience at the same time, just come to my gym and you'll get that. I need to start bringing a towel on cardio days because the amount of sweat pool that was left on the bottom of that machine should be outlawed. Like, there is no reason why a human being should sweat that much. Like, it was legit like probably 20 droplets of sweat. You could feel it. You know how like when you're not wanting to wipe your face and you're just like in the moment and you can feel all the freaking sweat? Have y'all ever felt that, or is this just me? Felt the sweat droplets on the bottom of your neck and they're just pouring off onto the machine? That was me yesterday. It was a little embarrassing, I'm not going to lie. There was a guy next to me on the treadmill and he kept looking over, probably thinking that I was gonna die, because the last 10 minutes of the Stairmaster are the hardest for me, and most of the time those last 10 minutes I am closing my eyes, just praying for the gods to get me through, to get off the damn machine, to finish the last 10 minutes, make them the most quick 10 minutes ever of my life. And he was probably like, damn, this girl's about to have a heart attack. You're not far from it, son. I felt like it. It's getting much easier as far as the movement and stuff, and not feeling like my heart's pounding out of my chest, but now I'm dealing with the heat. All right, I'm dealing with the heat now and feeling like I'm gonna pass out from heat exhaustion. So I gotta make sure that I bring a towel so I'm not sweat pooling all over the freaking machine. I did clean up after myself, like wiped all the sweat up and stuff, because I'm like, Lord, if anybody gets on behind me, they could be like, this girl. And there was a guy waiting for me to get off because we only have one. So I was like, I don't want him to get on thinking that I'm leaving this a hot mess. So I did clean it up, of course. Had to share with you guys. It was so traumatizing yesterday. I'm trying to block it from my brain and trying not to think about it next week. I am increasing my cardio next week. Like, what girl, what? yeah, I'm increasing my cardio, not by much, like 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm doing 20 minutes, 2 20-minute sessions a week, which is not much in retrospect, I know, but to me, that's a lot, and we doing good by accomplishing it. So I'm gonna tackle on a couple of minutes next week, and we really will die. So that's gonna be fun times. Looking forward to it. But I am looking forward to coming in here and killing legs. Y'all saw I was listening to Sunglasses at Night by Corey Hart. Anytime that pops up, and that's not me putting it on, like if it pops up in my actual like phone thing on Amazon Music, or it comes on the radio all the time, it's a sign. It is a good omen that we are going to have a freaking beast workout. So I'm manifesting that shit right now. I posted on Instagram, like, I'm harnessing this energy right now. We are gonna go in here and we're going to freaking slay. For deadlifts, I'm not doing my heaviest weight. 220 is going to be my AMRAP set. The last time I did 220, I think I got 5 or 6 reps. So I'm trying to beat myself as far as reps go on back squats and on deads, and I'm excited for it. So let's get in here and let's finish this week 3 strong. This has been a fire week. Energy has been great. Of course, feeling tired at night, but that's wanted. I want to feel tired so I can get my ass in bed and go to sleep. Sleep has been next level fire. I have had no problem like hitting my head on the pillow and being out. I have been getting great sleep. It's showing on my watch, so that's always a plus. So all those things being said, let's go in here and finish week 3 strong. Let's get it.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now.
Day 19 in the books. I'm tired as grandpa. I talked about him yesterday, and look, I'm trying not to be a hater, but even one of the OG gym bros, he agreed with me after the fact. So I had to do deadlifts dead last. I did my entire set first, everything else, which I always tell you guys, whatever is like your compound movement or something you need the most energy for, you want to try to do that in the beginning of your workout so you have the most energy instead of being gassed at the end, get the best performance. Wasn't able to do that today. It happens. It's okay. They were hogging the entire deadlift and bench press, whole power squat area, like doing circuit shit, I don't know, but look, they were actively using it over there in the power squat area, so I couldn't go over there and be like, hey, you're not using the shit, I'm getting on. So I did my other stuff and stayed in my own lane and mind my business, okay? As soon as I got done, I went over there and did deads. I was not able to do 220. At 6 reps was my goal. I got 1 rep, as you guys saw, and then I was like, what is happening? Where is my power? My power is gone, girl. You're not a superhero at this point in the shred, and doing deadlifts dead last while shredding wasn't happening for me. So remember I told you guys I'm focusing more on the reps anyway. So I lowered the weight, like get out of your own way, get the ego gone, girl. 200 pounds, we cranked out 8 reps. I felt really good about that. I loved the way that they looked looking back at the footage. So important to film yourself, guys, not to like share so much on, I'm doing it for YouTube, obviously, and for social media, but even if I wasn't, I'd be filming myself to correct my form. A lot of times you think that you are doing something correctly, like you think it feels correctly, and you go back and look at it and you're like, oh snap, I need to adjust this and this to get it perfect. So filming yourself is key for getting your form down. I cannot recommend it enough. So at the end, I was like, I want to do some more of the cable glute RDLs that we did on Tuesday. The entire cable section, now granted, we only have 2 cables, and then there's like a push down thing for triceps, there's a thing for pull-ups, and then you have the 2 spots for lat pull downs. It's only like a 2 cable thingy, you know what I'm talking about? This is a small gym. So it was like 6 or 8 of them. That's the groups, the same group I'm talking about that was sitting on the plates and shit the other day that pissed me off. So they were all sitting on the bench and they were alternating doing like tricep kickbacks and tricep push downs. So they were actively using the cables. So I can't go over there and be a bitch and say, hey, y'all I waited 20 minutes, like no joke. I timed it. 20 minutes is how much I waited for them to get off. I couldn't go over there and say anything because the gym etiquette is if they are actively using the equipment, you just have to wait your turn. And that happens, especially in a small gym. Was I happy about it? No. But I went over there as soon as they got off. They were packing their bags. I was like, please, thank you, hallelujah. So I went over there, and so did my gym bro friend. He went and hopped on, and he looked at me and he was like, that was ridiculous, huh? And I said, yeah, I've been waiting 20 minutes. And not only that, they left like ropes and like attachments like laying all over the cable floor. They left an empty water bottle. I'm like, no, 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 no. And our owner, he's not here like at the time, or I think he's friends with all them. I don't know. He's trying to recruit all these people. I don't know what's happening, but I'm like, this is no bueno. So, but you can't say anything, guys, if they're actively using it. Okay. So you wouldn't want somebody to come up to you while you were using a cable machine, like in between your rest, and be like, hey, you need to get on because I need to get off. I got shit to do. You wouldn't want that either. But if someone's not using it, then yes, you have the right to say something, like my ADHD friend that always is like occupying everything, but he's not actively on it. There's a difference. Was it a good workout? It was a good workout. Was it hard? It's always hard. Did I get to go as beast as I wanted to on deads and stuff? No, but it's okay because I know that my strength is decreasing as we go in the shred. But am I still pushing myself in other ways, like lowering the weight and upping the reps? Yes. So you can still progress and you can still push yourself in different ways as you progress in your cutting phase, as your strength continues to go down. We went up on the hack squat machine. I mean, I went up on a lot of stuff, on the reverse lunges and all, so I'm feeling good about it. And reminder, not to wear these green shorts. These are by Arola. I can't wear these anymore because if it's hot as hell in there, and when you sweat, these become see-through. So thank God y'all saw me wear my shirt the entire time. Reason why I wore this shirt is because it was long enough to cover my ass and my crotch area, because you could be seeing my butthole and my crotch because of sweat. I mean, we all sweat, right, ladies and gents? I mean, it's normal. Let's normalize that. But I don't want to be flashing my goodies all up in the gym. So I was like, thank God for the freaking shirt. If not, I have to come in here and put a damn sweatshirt on, really get the sauna sweat going. First world gym problems. I had to share my experience because I know it happens to you guys too. And we talk about gym etiquette and what's like the right and wrong thing to do. If you have the right to go up and say something to somebody, we do. Like I talked about yesterday, I have the right totally when they're sitting all over the damn plates and I'm trying to use the squat rack and they are sitting on the plates just texting on their phone, then yes, you can. But if they're actively using something, you just got to be patient and mind your business until you can get on. Now we got to go pick up groceries. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's freaking raining. So I don't know if I'm going to get my groceries, and it's time to eat. At least I'm not next level starving. There's a positive. We're manifesting good juju vibes. It's going to be a great weekend. We finished this week strong, even though it didn't end on the note that we wanted to, guys. But just know that if you're showing up, putting any work in this gym, you're winning. Don't let the silly BS like I'm talking about get you down. I'm just sharing my experience with you guys because I know it happens to y'all too, and we all rolling real here. Tonight for Friday's dinner, we're having leftover taco spaghetti bake, and it's the last of it. We're eating it. It is a family favorite. 7:15, we are ending the night. I still have chalk all over my shirt from the gym. I am next level tired. I've been talking about high energy all week, but I am next level exhausted. I'm glad I have 2 rest days and we're going to be able to sleep in tomorrow. Oh, I cannot wait. And I say sleep in, a couple hours, and I usually do. Like, we're not sleeping in late anymore. It is not high school anymore. Y'all used to sleep till like 1 in the afternoon when you were in high school, or was that just me? Yeah, like how did we do that? Because now I'm up at like, my eyes are wide awake at 7 o'clock. Oh, we've got a good culture cottage cheese and the pineapple, 100 calories and 15 grams of protein, 40 grams of raspberries on top. That's gonna be our macro cap for week 3. Amazing week. Check in tomorrow. Time for our check-in chat. So we weighed in, today's Sunday, we weighed in yesterday for our check-in day at 158.2. We lost a pound this week for week 3. We've been losing, what was it, 1.6 pounds consistently. We lost a pound this week. I am going to keep saying it because so many people need to hear it a million times before it actually sinks in. Half a pound a week is average weight loss. So anything above half a pound, you are above average. Look at you, superstar. You are above average. So we lost a pound. I am ecstatic with that. Thus far, we have not even made the official halfway point yet of this cut, and we have lost 4.2 pounds with eating over 2,000 calories a day. It just blows my mind because I said in the very first video of this series that I have not eaten this much food while losing weight ever in my life. So it just shows that when you keep putting in the work and you keep being consistent with putting on muscle, how your body will change. It's so dramatic, so crazy, but so fulfilling as well. Like, I am just here for it 1,000,000%, and it just blows my mind. Even though I know all these things, when you go through it and you experience it, it just makes it that much more satisfying, that much more real. And I think that's why a lot of you guys gravitate towards what I say in my videos, because I was once 230 pounds for the majority of my life. I've been there, done that, went through all the motions as far as how to try and lose weight. And you guys appreciate that because I'm not somebody that has never went through the motions trying to tell you how to do it as well. We can relate because we've all been there together. Even though we had a good check-in week and this week was fire as far as workouts go, I want to talk about the scale for just a second before we end, because doing my check-ins with everybody in the program and with people that are in the program that send me messages and we kind of talk about this, it is so disheartening for when you put in the hard work and you don't see a huge number per se, and you feel like that you deserve more on the scale than what the scale actually gave you. The scale does not determine everything, guys. Take the pictures, measurements, video, try on your clothes. Prime example today. I put this shirt on. I bought this shirt last Christmas, and when I bought it, it was super tight because they only had one size left available, and I had to have this shirt. I mean, my spooky bitches, we know, okay? I had to have this shirt. So I bought it, and it was hella tight in the arm. Now it's still a little snug. I mean, we're always gonna be snug in the upper area for me, and I'm here for it. But it was super snug in the chest. In this area was so tight, and I have not really worn it. Y'all haven't seen me wear this shirt much because it was always so freaking tight. And I wanted to wear it today, and I tried it on for shits and giggles, and I could not believe, like, I had to do a double take because it's so loose in the chest area. Look how much room we have here now. I was blown away. And granted, I'm about 10 pounds heavier now when I have this shirt on than I was when I first bought it, and it was super tight. So it just goes to show you that you can weigh more when you have more muscle on your frame. You don't have as much fat. Fat on your frame is gonna take up more space than the muscle, even though muscle weighs something, and it's gonna reflect on the scale. So when y'all look at those numbers on the scale, you can't always just automatically in your mind think fat, fat, fat. And that's what a lot of y'all think of. Think about if you were strength training for the first time, you're making those newbie gains, you're gaining muscle, you're losing fat, that's gonna reflect on the scale. Think about if you've been doing this as long as I have, and you've been putting tons of muscle on your frame over like the course of 4 or 5 years, that's going to reflect. We don't want the number on the scale to stay the same. If the scale number stayed at 128 for me, I would not be right here with the physique that I am now, and I'd still be unhappy. You can't just get stuck in a number is what I'm trying to say. There's lots of other things to gauge your success besides the numbers flashing up on the scale. It is data, it is something we use as a tool to see progress, but it's not the only thing, guys, that we should be gauging and looking at when seeing progress in our journey. There's lots more going on in your body than just those numbers flashing up on a scale. How do you feel? How are your clothes fitting? How are you performing in the gym? How are your pictures looking? Your measurements, are they going down? Are you losing inches? There's tons of things that you need to be looking and focusing on when the scale isn't always your friend. All right, so have those backup gauges of success when the scale wants to act like a bitch, because it happens often. So overall, week 3, great. I cannot believe the progress we've made in less than halfway's time. So I'm just blown away, and we're gonna go into week 4, and at the end of week 4 will be the halfway official point, and go in with the same kind of mindset attitude as we did this week, because it was such a killer week, such a successful week as far as how I felt in the gym, feeling really good with all of my lifts. Even though we're going down on some things and not hitting PRs, we're hitting our own personal best in other ways by hitting tons of reps and going up on other exercises, which I'm focusing, and I'm really enjoying that right now. There's always a time in a season when we go back into our build to be able to crush and hit like huge numbers, and that's what that season's for. We're not in that season right now, so appreciate the season that you're in at all times too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was motivational, because remember, like we said earlier, motivation sucks and lacks. So I hope this video gave you a little spark in your booty that you needed for this week, this day, whatever you needed the motivation for. If you look forward to these, they come every single week. Please give it a huge thumbs up, guys. It helps me out so much. These videos take a lot of love and labor, so I appreciate you taking the minute to give it a thumbs up. It's the best way to help me out, so please, please, thumbs it up before you leave. If you're new, I'd love to have you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we upload on Mondays. So have an awesome day. Have an awesome week. Make today your bitch. Kick this week's ass. Make it your own. Get out of your own way and do the damn thing. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.